keep this slow.
Okay, they're coming. We have to play.
Okay, here we go.
Jackie,
One
do
more
it.
time. Second measure. Grass.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Randolph High School graduation exercises of the class of 1988. My name is Ellen Keene, and I am the principal of Randolph High School. To begin our exercises today, I would like to introduce Randolph High School's assistant principal and the master of ceremonies for today's graduation, Mr. Richard Power.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome everyone here today, parents, friends, guests, and to congratulate the class of '88. To start the proceedings, I'd like to bring up Sheila Seeley, member of the senior class, who will sing the national anthem, which will be played by the Randolph High School Concert Band under the direction of Mr. Leonard Raposa, the music director. So if you'd all rise, please.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
And if you'll please remain standing, we'll have the salute to the flag led by two members of the graduating class, Eric Sherman and Helen Zervos.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if you please remain standing, I'd like to ask Rabbi Lowell Weiss from Temple Beth Am to greet us with the invocation.
As the psalmist says, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it." Our God and God of our ancestors, we invoke thy blessings upon all our graduates, their families and friends who are gathered here today. Those graduating have not only experienced the enrichment of formal education, but have felt the excitement of meeting new challenges and mastering them. May this experience be a broadening one for all, opening new vistas of study and acceptance of new ideas, whatever their origin. Today, we take delight in the realization that a blessed group of people have, with conscientious devotion and praiseworthy distinction, diligently pursued and successfully completed their course of study for a high school degree. We pray, O Lord, that as a result of these studies, they may go out into the world inspired with a vision and goal, enriching themselves and contributing towards the glory of their teachers, family, friends, and nation. Lord, bless them and keep them forever beneath thy sheltering wings. And let us say, Amen.
Please be seated. The next speaker representing the Randolph School Committee will be the chairman of the Randolph School Committee, Mr. Robert Gass.
Distinguished guests and friends, it is with great pleasure that I offer the Randolph High School class of 1988 the congratulations of the Randolph School Committee and the entire Randolph community. You made it. And you made it with distinction. Over the past 3 years, the Randolph School Committee has had a practice of introducing at its regularly scheduled meetings those students in the school community that have made significant contributions to the school system or have called attention to themselves through outstanding achievement in the areas of scholarship, extracurricular activities, and the service to the community. What this has meant is that we have all had the opportunity to meet many members of the class of 1988 as their record of achievement places them in the forefront of Randolph High School graduating classes. Today's program gives us only a partial list of those students who deserve recognition. In addition, we have athletes and service-minded graduates who have given us great joy and satisfaction with their exploits and good deeds. What I hope to do now is call attention to those members of the class of 1988 that we have not met or recognized because of outstanding achievement or accomplishment. Our American culture is often too quick to recognize only the winners, the gold medalists, the biggest, the brightest, the richest. I know that sitting today in the class of 1988 are those students who have struggled academically or socially, but hung in there to be part of the graduating class of 1988. There are students who have had to overcome severe family trauma and disruption in order to be part of today's celebration. Look at the list of graduates, and you will see names belonging to those newcomers to our nation, whose high school career involved major cultural adjustments and often a second career as the primary translator for their families. There are members of the class of 1988 who did not excel academically or athletically or any other way, not because they did not have the opportunity in our curriculum, but because they had to work and/or help take care of other family members. Yes, the class of 1988 is an exceptional one, but it is exceptional for many reasons. All of those reasons are graduating today. I salute all of you and wish you only the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gast. The next speaker on the agenda will be the Superintendent of Randolph Public Schools, Dr. John Zoino.
It's my pleasure to come before you today as Superintendent of Schools to bring the greetings of the entire staff of the school system, from the teachers you had in the first grade, through the administrators, up through the administrative staff in my office, Mr. Coburn, Dr. Hutton, and for every one of the auxiliary personnel who in each in their own way helped you to become a graduate. We want to congratulate, naturally, your parents and your friends and your other family members who supported you through these 12 years. I have an official duty today and then a very brief message. My official duty is to state publicly and to the chairman of the Randolph School Committee that you have, in accordance with Chapter 70 of the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the rules and regulations of the Randolph School Committee, completed your agenda, complied with all the rules and regulations as compiled by the school committee. By this statement, I prepare you for the official act of reaching your diploma today. The message is a very brief one. When I thought back over this morning of what I would like to leave you with, I decided on a very simple message. And I remember this message from the days when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I can remember my dad saying to me, he wanted me to sweep up a room. And as an 8-year-old, I didn't have much interest, or did I put much thought into sweeping that room. And you can imagine the result. It was an swept room. And my dad, who came from the old world and who spoke broken English, but who nonetheless understood certain values, the same values that you've learned at home, that you learned in church, in the synagogue, the same type of values. And I can remember that my dad said to me, "Look at this room. Does it look swept?" And I said, "No." And he said, "You've disgraced yourself." And I was 8 years old, and that was quite a message. And he said to me, "The reason why you have disgraced yourself is because you have not done your very best." I'm prepared to tell you today that with the tools your parents and the schools have given you, together with the initiative that you should and will have to do your very best, will lead you to a successful and a happy life. Whether you win it all, or win part of it, or win very little of it, you will have only one regret, and that is if you fail to say to yourself, "I did my very best." So to all of you, I wish for you the very best. Do your very best. Make us all proud of you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zoino. The next speaker is someone well known to the graduating class. It's the president of the graduating class of 1988. I'd like to introduce Carl Hagens.
Good afternoon and welcome. Mrs. Keene, honored guests, parents, teachers, and fellow classmates. It gives me great pleasure to speak to you on such a memorable occasion as this. the graduation of the class of 1988. We, the 1988 graduating class of Randolph High School, are very fortunate to have been part of such a wonderful learning experience. Throughout this period of time, we have learned the meaning of responsibility and self-respect from our parents, teachers, and friends. Some of us look at today as a time when we can say, I'm finally done with school. This is it. But this isn't it. For today is the day on which we have only climbed the hill. Tomorrow, the mountain lies ahead. The class of 1988 has climbed that hill together, striving to reach the solutions to the many problems that we faced. We must realize that tomorrow, each of us will be going his or her own separate way to make it to the top of that mountain. As I look out over my fellow classmates, I see everyone reaching that mountaintop, because we have the honor of saying that Randolph High School has been our stepping stone to a successful future. Now, we must take all that we have learned and make our plans and set our goals, because we are the future. By remaining in school, by successfully completing the last 4 years, we are now better prepared to protect our country, to perform that successful service, and to make a scientific discovery. I know that in the years to come, great accomplishments will be achieved by the class of 1988. So as we say our fond farewell to our beloved school, I thank all of our teachers and congratulate each of you, my fellow graduates, and extend my best wishes for a happy and successful life in the years to come. Thank you.
It's very nicely done, Carl. Thank you. The next speaker will be one of our principal speakers. This is the second-ranking student in the class of '88, and I'd like to introduce David Sokolov.
Good afternoon. On behalf of this 1988 graduating class, I welcome our parents, friends, and teachers to this graduation day celebration that has been 12 years in the making. Congratulations to the class of 1988 on this accomplishment. On and off for 12 years, all of us have had at least one or two fleeting thoughts about what today and every day in the future would be like. However, there has to be something that can be said to put today into a realistic perspective. With 351 of us decked out in these resplendent blue and white robes, we really are together in this entire action of leaving these high school years behind. Over the past 4 years, we have divided and subdivided ourselves into comfortable groups. From what we are told, it is only natural. Today, we have no real reason to worry about social status. We are all in this together. At this stage, cliques do not really matter. As a group, all of us are moving on to the workforce, higher education, or the armed forces. At the same time, we share a 4-year experience that we'll never forget. Still, there is something a little bit more symbolic about what is inside this border of goalposts and bleacher seat. Today is a turning point, and at every turning point, there's a time to reflect. There isn't anything that can take back the experience and knowledge passed on to us by our teachers, our friends, and our parents. Now, we have the chance to develop what we have learned and utilize that knowledge to its fullest potential. The original purpose of our education was to present option and encourage growth, not to preach a golden rule. Whatever makes up our personal and mysterious golden rule is something that has been left for us to decide, thankfully. What we have is the opportunity to choose from the moral ideals presented. There is always more than one right way to an end. 12 years of school experience does not make us able to solve all of the world's complicated problems, but it has given us a foundation to work from. That foundation is what results after taking that proverbial long route to the ultimate goal, success. Signing your name across something that doesn't measure up to your capability is spiting yourself, making that route to success even longer and more complicated. The direct outcome of a concentrated effort is a product worth looking at. Keeping that in mind, what other choice does one have but to succeed? The only problem is accurately defining success, despite its connotative meaning. Wealth isn't something that one can always equate with success in all cases. There is one of those fine lines between the two. Success incorporates integrity, self-esteem, and happiness. The wealth part of it, if it is even achieved, is secondary. What a person has to get out of his accomplishments is a sense of self-worth, which is far more permanent than any material possessions. Start to worry if wealth and greed start to overrule life's primary concerns. From what I have seen, our generation is on that road to success, whatever it means to each of us. Members of this graduating class have reached new heights in our athletic teams, performing arts groups, academics, and in their out-of-school activities. The majority of the time, our achievements did not have any financial reward attached to them. Each of our efforts and successes contribute to what we are, and they have their earned importance to those who look up to us. When we were impressionable freshmen, we used to awe the seniors like they were some sort of demigods, and however unconsciously, we strove to be one of them. It is difficult to believe that after 4 short years, we're those same seniors, a lot wiser than when we first started high school. As Shakespeare said, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. The road to success can lead us to any number of channels. Congratulations and best of luck to the graduating class of Randolph High School.
Very well spoken, David. The next of the principal speakers will be the top-ranked, the #1 student in the class of 1988. I'd like to introduce Kayla Shipp to you.
Family, friends, and teachers, welcome and congratulations to my fellow graduates. For some of us, the future might be frightening. In a sense, we are standing at the edge of an abyss, looking down to a dark mystery. We do not know what the future holds for us, but I suggest that the unknown is really exciting because I think of all the new experiences that await us, continuing our growth, independence, our first job, our first home, marriage, and a family. Life will not be meaningless if we take an active role in running the race of life. For life is a long race made up of peaks and valleys, similar to a marathon. There are the heartbreak hills and the flat roads, and there are those who succeed and those who do not. I wish to express all the positives of entering the marathon of life. The only way to lose this race is not to enter and not to try your best. The only losers are those who are ambivalent about their surroundings and society. Everyone who enters, not just the person to cross the finish line first, is a winner. The person pushing himself along in a wheelchair, the 70-year-old grandfather, and the average person who enters just to do his best are all winners. I look back to this year's Boston Marathon with great emotion. My brother, Mike, completed his first marathon with a respectable time of 3 hours and 45 minutes. It is not for his time that I have pride, but for his desire to complete the race. His accomplishment personifies the very important ideals of living up to one's full potential, as well as setting a goal and striving to meet it. Mike had to train for a long time before running the marathon, just as we have had to train for the marathon of life by going to high school. Our teachers and parents have lined us up at the starting line of a most important race, and with a plethora of opportunities. It is up to us to make use of these opportunities for our own advancement in the next phase of our lives. It does not matter whether that next phase is college, technical school, the military, or entrance into the job market. What does matter is that we achieve our goals and continue to grow. The wheelchair entrant has chosen to prove to himself that he is able to race against the odds. Even with extra hardships to contend with, he does not back out from the challenge. Instead, he finds a different route to success. He adapts to ride rather than run to the finish. We must not forget the 70-year-old grandfather who has such an overwhelming thirst for life that he annually runs a marathon. His message is clear in his actions. Education and life's experiences never end, and neither should the zest for them. Life in itself is an education that should be continued until our last days. Stagnation is losing the race of life. Don't just let life happen, make life happen. The wheelchair entrant, the average runner, and the grandfather run the marathon at their own pace in order to complete it, therefore giving themselves a sense of accomplishment. They have gained self-satisfaction from actively participating in the race. The same holds true for our last 4 years of high school. All of us who have participated and achieved this first goal of many, graduation, deserve congratulations. Congratulations to the class of 1988.
And congratulations to Kayla on a #1 performance again. Thank you, Kayla. Before we get into the presentation of diplomas, I'd just like to add a personal note of congratulations to all of you, some of whom I got to know very well the last 4 years, probably because you spent a little time in my office. But that's not bad either. But as George Burns said, I wish I were 18 again, going where I've never been. And I hope in the years ahead that they are productive and healthy and rewarding, and that you enjoy them all and come back and see us sometime. Also, during this busy and hectic day, maybe you'll find time to thank your parents who took you through the first quarter of your life and help you over some of the hurdles you've encountered. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. To present the diplomas, Mr. Robert Johnson, the administrative assistant at the high school, will call the roll, and the diplomas will be presented by Mr. Robert Gass, chairman of the Randolph School Board, Dr. John Zoino, superintendent of the Randolph Public Schools, Mr. Hollis Wykes, the superintendent of the Boston School. So I'd like to introduce to you now Mr. Robert Johnson.
Good afternoon. Before I begin the ceremonial reading of the names of this year's graduates, I have 2 brief announcements to make. First, please note that an error was made in the printing of today's program. Inadvertently and regrettably, the name of Christian Nilakny was omitted from the list of graduates. Second, the graduates and members of the audience are kindly requested to remain at their seats until the last senior on the podium, who will be the president of the senior class, has received his diploma. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm now proud to present the graduates of the Randolph High School class of 1988. The following students, who are members of the Randolph High School Boston School for the Deaf Parallel Paths program, will receive their diplomas from Mr. Hollis Wykes. Eva Maria Bransowitz. Stephen M. Corbett. Robert G. Fuller. Brendan J. Goss. Stacy Jean Larson. Stephanie Susan Malley. Sean Michael Maloney. Stephen John Maloney. Wilfredo Michael Roldan. Edmund Schaefer. Bharat Singh. Paul M. Sugaru. Susan E. Watson. The following members of the Randolph High School graduating class are graduating with honors. Lawrence B. Azer. Michelle Jean Baker. Denise Barbosa. Melinda Bartlett. William E. Bendel. Robin Hope Bernstein. Cynthia Jean Bertucci. Teresa L. Binda. Stephen Eric Block. Richard Brown, Jr. Stephen Michael Bukow. Barbara Ann Carey. Kurt Cedarholm. Francis Yi Ching Chan. Antonio O. Chife III. Theodore G. Cormie. Andra J. Curtis. Michael Humbert DeSimone. Joseph A. Dionisio. Joseph M. Donovan. Sharon Beth Dunn.
Just a little quick about it.
Tan Kim Young. Sharon M. Alavato. Adriana Ferraro Collado. Renee M. Fruzetti. Sharon Lee Gladstone. Robert Michael Goldstein. Rebecca Mara Gruber. Mark Andrew Hardy. Farisha Flora Hassan. Eric Howard Holtzman. Michelle Lynn Honig. Brian E. Hurlbut. Vin X. Hun. William Gerard Jakes. Robert A. Joke. Eric David Kagan. Nina Grace Kagan. Joel D. Kaplan. James E. Clapman. Stacy Beth Lieberman. Rod Adam Legals. Bofa C. Lee. Ellen Therese Leiden. Linda Ann Mussini. Jacqueline McNeil. Elizabeth Dina Malik. Sarah Elizabeth Martin. Sean A. McDermott. Susan Marie McGibbon. Leah Beth McIntyre. Vicki A. McLaughlin. Michelle Jean Miller. Jennifer L. Montgomery. Barbara Lynn Moriarty. James A. Muchacho Jr. Beth Myers. Jennifer Hope Neustadt. Edward A. Nosilek. Marhalisa Nutila. Martin Joseph O'Donnell. Jonathan R. Oppenheim. Mary Ann Ormond. Alan Scott Pavlov. Cindy Lee Pell. Tara Michelle Panansky. Jonathan M. Podell. Diane M. Rajula. Renate Maria Riegel. Lori Beth Samuels. David Andrew Sandler. Christine A. Chavo. Nicole Marie Schlasky. Sheila Marie Seeley. Amy L. Schroeder. Marianne Shields. Scott D. Silverswig. Eric J. Silverman. Beth A. Sirk. Peter Adam Springer. Richard Allen Sugarman. John J. Sullivan. Kimberly Ann Sullivan. Tiffany Mae Sum. Carol Marie Tack. Aileen N. Ton. Son Bin Tran. Kimberly A. Walsh. Jill Robin Wasserman. Sherry Dawn Wells. Kelly Ann White. Mark Adam Abramson. Yolanda Ailman. Nancy Ellen Anderson. Kathleen A. Andrade. Christopher M. Erie. Stephanie Arzigian. Michael Thomas Baldwin. Neil Patrick Baldwin. Keith W. Bartholomew. Jeff A. Bartlett. Rachel Beth Dominica Bash. Frederick J. Bohmeyer. Jeffrey Michael Brooker. Lisa B. Buckman. Michelle Lynn Butcher. Christopher S. Canton. Michelle A. Charland. Dawn M. Chisholm. Sharif William Christmas. Catherine Teresa Clark. Joseph T. Cockrell. Evan S. Cohen. Stephen Todd Cohen. Luis E. Colon. Cheryl Ann Comperchio. Leroy Cooks, Jr. Roseanne N. Cooper. Shannon M. Cochran. Elisa S. Corman. Matthew V. Currier. Kathleen Marie Craffey. Anne Maureen Creamer. Christopher C. Cronin. Peter Dacey. Adrian D. Daniels. Dean F. DeCarolis. Stephen Joseph Dennehy. Elizabeth Marie Damaris. Heidi Michelle Diaz. Marion Doty. Nancy Ann Drown. Daniel D. Dwyer. Rachel Ann Edelston. Stephanie F. Eldridge. Stacy Lee Estabrook. Andrea Estrella. Karine G. Fazoli. Victor A. Fernandez. David J. Feiner. Nancy Lynn Ann Finkel. David M. Finn. Craig Aaron Fishman. Amy H. Fisk. Scott Anthony Flaherty. Scott L. Flansbaum. Fred Paul Flynn. Patricia M. Foley. Walter F. Foley. Falana Nicole Fowler. Lisa Michelle Frank. Susan Furtado. Joanne C. Galvin. James F. Geary. Jenny Marie Gibbs. Jeffrey S. Goldman. Julie Helene Goldman. Jill Sari Goldstein. Alyssa Michelle Gordon. Paul Robert Grace. Jacob Anthony Graham. Jennifer Hope Grant. Lawrence Oliver Grant. Julie Raphael Greco. Pamela Hill Greenblatt. Michael Patrick Hanley. Nicole Lorraine Hazard. Donna E. Holban. Lisa Marie Holyoke. Jean Marie Hull. Melissa Ann Hurley. Robert F. John. Tanya Marie Johnson. Kimberly Ann Kaiser. Lawrence Frederick Kaplan. Neil Scott Kaplan. Kimberly Jill Karras. Zaffa J. Kaparis. Nikki J. Kaufman. Linda Jean Kelly. Linda M. Kenny. Jennifer M. Klein. Alan J. Koss. Laney B. Craterman. Kent W. Kruger. Jennifer A. Coons. Kerry Ann LaFleur. Perry A. Lane. Brian Douglas Lassoff. Randy Helene Lassoff. Julie A. Latini. Nancy S. Lee. Scott N. Lesser. Michael Allen Levine. Ross S. Levy. Julie Dawn Lieberman. George Michael Leolius. James J. Laterio. Stephen P. Lounsbury. Arthur Lucas. Kimberly Nicole Lyons. Peter J. McDonald II. Stephen A. McClellan. Thomas L. McLeod. Donald B. McPherson. Kara Ann Madden. Gerald R. Manchester. Christine Marie Manning. Claudine Mary Mascarenas. Eileen E. McCafferty. Judith P. McCauley. Anne Marie McCurdy. Ellen Kathleen McGuire. Wendy Ann McSalla. Lucia M. Mello. Luis Molina, Jr. Elizabeth Montero. Marjan Moshiri. Virginia M. Murphy. Rachel Leah Nadolny, whose diploma will be presented by Michael J. Bauer, Assistant Chairman of the Randolph School Committee. Christian Nilakny. Stephen W. Norwood. John Paul Oborski. David R. O'Brien. Raphael F. Ortiz. Sean N. Parkman. Scott E. Pagori. John N. Pemberton. Kimberly Ann Perna. Robert E. Pico. Andrea M. Pierce. Cheryl Ann Pinkham. Michael James Pitts. Robin Lee Podolsky. Lisa Ann Pohl. Mark F. Portal. Derek M. Prather. David Princiotta. Craig Stephen Prohaska. Robin Michelle Kugach. Matthew L. Raisman. Beth Kathleen Reddington. Catherine Christine Richardson. Stephen Rico. Scott R. Rogers. Carol A. Rawlinson. Diana Lynn Rothschild. Mark David Rubin. Julie Beth Rutstein. Joseph G. Santos. David S. Sarin. Andrew John Sawyer. David P. Scanlon. Faith Diane Schlossberg. Darren A. Schwartz. Derek J. Shadrick. Karen M. Shaw. Stacy Ann Sherman. Lauren L. Schoenig. Amy R. Silverman. Victor Patrick Singh. Crystal A. Singleton. Mark Sirota. Marcia Madeline Slack. Edward Smith. Michael P. Smith. Michelle Lynn Solauer. Ari David Solomon. Eric H. Sorgman. Darlene Marie Steves. Donna Marie Elizabeth Stevenson. Dorothy Alicia Sullivan. Jill D. Sullivan. Julie Ellen Syatt. David E. Talbot. James J. Tardanico. Sean Harvey Taylor. Tony Dion Tedesco. John Tombros. Danielle Valenti. David W. Verge. Julie A. Ward. Lainey Beth Weinstein. Tammy Jennifer Weisthal. Nancy M. Whalen. Sherry Lynn Whalen. Joseph R. White. Nicole M. Wynot. Jody Ann Walensky. Shelton F. Wilson. Jody Lee Wiltsey. Linda Solai Wong. Barbara Ann Yankin. John L. Zalis. The following graduates have the distinction of achieving high honors. Deborah Jean Bryce. Lygia Maria Diaz. Kevin J. McCabe. Lisa Paktovas. M. Holly Vitsky. The following are the top 8 graduating seniors by class rank, ranging from 8 through 1. Helen Zervos. Eric B. Sherman. Jonathan Scott Roos. Nicole Ruth Wax. Susan Laura Healy. Joseph A. Mulligan III. Salutatorian David J. Sokolov. Valedictorian Kayla E. Ship. The following are the class officers for 1988. Treasurer Karen Faith Budd. Secretary Michelle Marie Blakely. Vice President Daniel E. Good. And President Carl Benjamin Higgins. The class of '88 is dismissed.
David would have liked it.